Hi guys, it's Omega, and I'm coming on to show you what I've been up to today in my craft room. So happy to have some time in my craft room. I'm so behind, so I decided to work on Christmas cards today. And if you remember, a little while ago I showed you a haul where I got these cards that were already foiled from Michaels. This is the box of 60 cards that are gold foiled. There's a lot of different designs in there, but what I decided to do is kind of use those to kickstart my cards. So I'm kind of considering these semi-homemade. I don't know if you remember the cooking show that had Sandra something. I think that was her name. I can't remember her last name. But she had a cooking show talking about semi-homemade where she would add her ingredients to like boxed cakes or whatever and make things that were made partly homemade and partly store or manufactured. So that's kind of my idea here. So let me show you some of the things that I did to pull these together. So if you remember, I showed you the laser cuts that I did using my laser printer and then using my die cuts to get labels and frames. You can see the frames there. Those are the silver ones. I haven't done any silver yet, but here's what I've done so far in the gold. So this first card here, this one, this is what the card looked like straight out the box. Focus for me, but maybe that's a better picture of it. So it had the gold solid band around the card and then the polka dots on the inside making sort of a frame. So what I did is I took one of my laser frames where I had cut out the frame, and that looks like it's double layered because it has that gold band and then the band from the laser print, then the label here. And what I did is I have some flowers that I got, some poinsettias that I got that were on sale. And I don't know if you guys do this, but I love glitter. Of course, we all love glitter, but I hate the way it makes such a mess. And let me show you what I do. I sprayed these with some hairspray, and this is just some generic, regular hairspray. It was, I think, on sale. I think it was Odd Lots for like $3. And I keep this in my craft room to spray glitter and make it sort of like a fixative that will keep that glitter from rubbing off, so that doesn't rub off. That's what makes the glitter like nice and not where it's going to flake off. So I made these by using so those flowers were already put together, but then I took my die cuts. These are Spellbinders and they're a poinsettia die set. And I took the middle side, no, the small and the medium size leaf there. And what turned out to be the best is the medium size one. This is the die cut from this one. And I used stickles on it to give it a little kick. And then I glued it to the back of the ready-made poinsettias. So there I had my die cut along with that to make that poinsettia. I did my stamping. The inside's not done yet, but that's one of the cards as an example. And I'm going to do one on camera here for you as well. Here's another one. I did particularly like the diagonal stripe. So I had done this little gold frame here on my printer, cut it out with my die, and then I did some more die cuts that don't have the gold frame. But then what I did is just sponged around the center of the die there with, let's see, it's the Memento Cantaloupe. That makes a nice yellowish kind of glow to the die, to the stamping. So I did that, and there's an example of the diagonal one. This is what the card looks like. And so this is what it looks like as a semi-homemade. Then here's another diagonal one, and again, some little pre-cut flowers on sale. Just stuck them on there. They already had the little pop-up on the back. So I just popped them up on there. Did a smaller stamp in the middle here. This is where I had did the laser printing and cut out the die. So that is another one that really, I thought that turned out really pretty. So I'm going to do one for you really quick here. So you see how I did the poinsettia. I have one here that I'm going to do, but I did some pop-up layering already, or stuff on the stamp already. So this is the card. This time I'm going to use the chevron. Here is the laser print die cut that I used. And what I did on the back is I have some of these are from Anna Griffin, her website. She has these for her pop-ups, but she has them like you can put them on the back of her cards to when you're popping up like a whole layer. But I cut, these are 1/2 inch cuts. I cut it in half to get a 1/4 inch, and that's what I'm using on the back of this. So I just cut it down. So what I'm going to do now is put this on the card. I left a little gap there, but I don't think that's going to hurt anything. I'm going to put this on the card. I also popped up the die cut that I'm putting in the middle, this one here, on some with some pop-up foam on the back. So this is going to go on this, and I'm sorry, I have to pull it forward here so I can make sure I get it on nice and straight. So there is, I'm just pressing the frame in place. So as you can see, that's popped up, giving you, it's about 1/8 inch. It's really kind of thick. About an 1/8 inch pop-up, a lot of dimension. So I've put pop-up dots in a couple sorry guys, I'm just pulling off the backs here, and then across the middle. This is going to go right in the center here. Got to make sure I'm going the right direction. So I'm going to pull it forward just so I can get it in there right. So that is a nice card with a lot of dimension. Now I am going to put a single poinsettia here in the corner, just kind of on both, so it's laying on both of those. And what I'm going to do, the red poinsettias had a little pop-up dot on the red, and then I put my die cut on the back there just so it will stick out around the red. And I'm just going to use this is the mono Tombow glue. Got to get it coming down here. This sticks really well, so I'm just putting a lot of that on the back here so that this will really stick, because I'm laying it on these 2 layers here. And so there is my card. This one again has so much dimension. I think with all the gold trim, with that gold chevron going on in the background, that's plenty of action going on in that card. So that's really a quick, simple way to make the card using my pre-foiled cards, and I'll show you what that diagonal looks like. If I can find one. Okay. I guess I didn't have enough of those pulled out. Sorry guys. There's so many nice designs. Here's what the diagonal looked like before making my card. And there's a couple other ones that I haven't done anything with yet. There's several designs and they're all very pretty. This one is another one, a pretty framed one. And this one is another one. I haven't done anything with that yet. But if you remember the Anna Griffin folders, they have a die that I think will look nice in the middle there. So those are some more ideas that I have. But this is one of my cards, and I just wanted to do it here with you guys just to show you how having those cards as a start really makes the process go quick and easy. And I tell you, for me this year, this is a good way of doing it because I simply don't have as much time as I would like to. So when I actually put down my layer here, I had it off center by quite a bit. So you know what I did? Pulled out my handy dandy little guillotine cutter, and I cut off about an 1/8 inch. So now it looks better. That really bothered me. Once I really looked at it, I was off by about an 1/8 inch. So I fixed it. So on to the next one. I'm going to make a few more. I'm going to make some that are using the silver foil next. That will be the next ones I try. And I will be back again. So just showing you this again, the dies from the Spellbinder. It's so easy. It's just a matter, see these have the pop dot on the back. Just a matter of staggering those leaves so that they show up behind the red. And that is like a really quick and easy way to do those poinsettias. I thought that was really kind of fun. So that is my semi-homemade Christmas cards for this year. Of course, people that you give them to, they won't have any idea. Only you guys know. They won't have any idea that they're semi-homemade. But, boy, that's going to be a big help for me this year. I really like this popped up one. I really like that a lot. That makes a lot of dimension. And really with the chevron, that really pops. I love it. Love it, love it. So guys, that's what I have to share today. I'll put them like that so you can see the different ones. And I will be back later with more. I'm going to do a few more of these gold ones, then I'm done for the day. But I'll come back a little later showing you some of the silver. Talk to you guys later. Hope you have a good rest of the weekend. Bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.